che prega il Signor, mi guardavi nel fondo degli occhi, sfavillava il tuo sguardo d'amor. Tu parlavi e la voce sommessa mi chiedeva dolcemente mercè. Solo un guardo che fosse promessa, imploravi curvata al mio piede. Io tacevo e con l'anima forte il desio tentatore lottò. Ho provato il martirio e la morte, pur mi vinsi e ti dissi di no. Ma il tuo appro sfiorò la mia faccia e la forza del cor mi tradì. Chiusi gli occhi, distesi le braccia, ma sognavo e il bel sogno martirio e la
Analysis of José Carreras. My friend asked me to analyze José Carreras. I chose recordings from around the age of 35, when he was more mature, singing folk songs. Why not opera? Because in his early years, Carreras sang folk songs better than opera. I also tell my students, if you have not fully mastered the technique of breath in singing, don't touch opera arias. They will only destroy your correct vocal production. Here I analyze from 5 key dimensions and also provide specific listening checkpoints for verification. Comparison: José Carreras versus Luigi Alva. 1. Voice type and timbre core, fach and timbre. Carreras, lyric leaning towards spinto, timbre warm and thick with chest color, overtones more flesh-centered, middle range has strong presence, vocal core wider, emotional delivery direct. Alva, typical tenore di grazia light lyric, timbre bright and slender, narrow focused core, more forward and head resonance with a clear silver shine. Checkpoint. First long phrase after the opening, Alva's silver point is more focused. Carreras's warm, thick core more rounded. Haber 2. Breath strategy and phrase design, appoggio and phrase design. Carreras, often emotionally driven, tends to spend more breath early, leaving insufficient reserve for later phrases, diminuendo and high notes less stable. Alva, economical and steady breath, still retains controllable reserve at phrase endings, PP shading more reliable, line remains connected and never collapses. Checkpoint. Phrase endings and diminuendo, Alva always lands like silk thread. Carreras sometimes reaches the emotion, but breath is a little tight. 3. Passaggio and vowel adjustment, passaggio and vowel strategy. Carreras, heavy chest dominance. At E forward F sharp 4, if cover is slightly late, laryngeal support rises. At G4 A4, tension is excessive, subtlety limited. Alva, earlier refocus, adjustamento, vowels adjusted more actively, head resonance engaged earlier, smoother passaggio, easier ascent. Checkpoint. Semi-closed vowels near the passaggio, Alva keeps unified timbre and lightness, Carreras tends toward chest-heavy under emotional drive. 4. Diction and stylistic orientation. Diction and style. Carreras, more verismo-like speech quality and emotional grain. Consonants forceful, sometimes sacrifices vowel purity for dramatic tension. Alva, more bel canto oriented, vowels pure, legato and small ornaments, appoggiator, light slides, restrained and consistent. Checkpoint. Italian elision and weak consonants, Alva almost never breaks the breath flow. Carreras emphasizes semantic accents and emotional contrasts. Harder 5. Dynamic palette and cadential control. Carreras, strong impact in MFF dynamic range, PPP and upper middle achievable but less consistent, portamento often exaggerated, rich in human warmth. Alva excels in messa di voce and fill di voce, cadences lighter and steadier, rubato restrained, breath arcs complete. Checkpoint. Cadential resolutions. Alva always lets the breath contract from within outward. Carreras often prioritizes emotion, leaving the breath edge somewhat coarse. In addition, I must point out, Carreras demonstrates exactly the wrong method I have previously criticized, overexpanding the resonance cavity and using its tension to drive the breath. This is a serious mistake. Domingo and Pavarotti also share this problem. I would say the 3 tenors all produced high note vibrato through squeezing, pushing, throat tension, and narrow resonance above the vocal folds. Correct vibrato should come from a broad airflow vibration from the abdomen to below the vocal folds, something almost all modern tenors fail to understand, though it is the most fundamental vocal technique. Summary with reference to Sogno. If judged by Tosti's art song ideals of line, breath, diction, and color, Alva fits the traditional bel canto paradigm, economic breathing plus refined shading, vowel purity. Carrera's strengths lie in emotional density and mid-range brilliance, giving Sogno a stronger warmth and human tenderness. But in phrase endings, finesse, and consistency of high-note diminuendo, he generally falls short of Alva's needlework precision. Final conclusion. So, was Carreras once correct when young, only to deteriorate with age? Or was his breathing technique never right from the start? My conclusion? Carreras never mastered correct breath technique from the very beginning. Even though he was hailed as a prodigy, singing on stage at 11, by the time he debuted as a tenor at 23, he still lacked the foundation. Here is one example. José Carreras, Parma Contest 1971, Quando le sere al placido, age 24.
Agli occhi miei
Is this singing opera, or is it quarreling, shouting? There is absolutely no breath support. Why? As for the opera music directors and even Montserrat Caballé, who often partnered with him, could they not hear such vocal faults? And what about his colleagues? Why does no one point it out? This is truly the decline of an era. People can no longer distinguish what is correct vocal production and what is wrong.